Welcome to How to Yugioh.
Yugioh Engine Cards 2026.
Chapter 1.
Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about the engine cards in Yugioh and what they are and how they affect the game. With that being said, let's get on with the rest of this video.
Chapter 2.
All right, let's talk about the first card, which looks to be a staple, and that's Fallen of the Virtuous. Let's read this effect. This card is treated as a branded or dogmatic card. Activate one of these effects. Send one other monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz from the extra deck to the graveyard, then target one face-up card on the field, destroy it. The other effect, if you have an Ecclesia monster in your field or graveyard, target a monster in either graveyard, special summon it to your field. Why this card is an engine is because of that first effect. First of all, you can most decks can play 3 copies of this. Send the Albion, which has Fallen of Albaz, and the Albion would allow you to reset at the end of the turn another Fallen of Virtuous. So you would get a pop of a face-up card, and obviously this is a quick place, you get a pop, and then at the end of the turn you can reset another Fallen of Virtuous. Great, fantastic. Or if you've sent Ecclesia here in your field or graveyard, you can target one other and either graveyard special summon it to your field. So you get a free 2500 attack body, and obviously with the Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon, you can use that effect when it's special summoned, all manners of things. So great, fantastic. It's just a free pop. It's a free pop of a face-up card for your opponent. When you activate it, it's generating value as the card can replace itself. And overall, it's just a staple. So definitely this looks to be a staple engine of 2026, and we could see it get limited soon on a future ban list. All right, let's move on.
Chapter 3.
And here we see another card, Radiant Typhoon Vision. Let's read that effect. If this card is destroyed by the effect of Mystical Space Typhoon, you can set this card. Activate one of its effects. One of these effects is draw 2 cards. Then if you have a Radiant Typhoon card or a quick play spell in your hand, discard one of them, or your entire hand. The other one, add 1 Mystical Space Typhoon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. What's very important is this other effect of drawing 2 cards. This is just a generic draw 2 cards, and the only cost is discarding another quick play spell. So a play set of this, and as you can see, Forbidden Droplet. And Forbidden Droplet is not a bad card, by the way. Discarding that is a small price to pay to just be able to draw 2. And you are able to also add a Mystical Space Typhoon. So from this card, you either have a choice to get a back row removal or to get a draw 2 spell. It's pretty good. And we're seeing this is an engine that is used in quite a bit of decks now. So definitely, I think later on this year, we could see this get limited as well. It's a really good engine. It's a really standard draw 2 spell. Again, it does a lot. The Radiant Typhoon Vision does a lot as a quick play. So for sure, we're going to see this card get limited, I think. Possibly at the end of this year, I believe. Okay, let's move on.
Chapter 4.
And here we have the next card, Fidraulis Harmonia, coming out midway this year in Blazing Dominion in that set. And it's a level 7 Dragon Tuna monster with the following effect. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, quick effect, you can reveal this card in your hand and up to 5 synchro monsters in your extra deck. Apply these effects in sequence based on the total number revealed. Also, you cannot activate the effects of special summon from the extra deck until the end of your next turn, except synchro monsters. 2, special summon this card. 4, send one of the revealed synchros to the graveyard. 6, destroy one of your monster your opponent controls. So, and we can see these synchros that you could be using. You could play an Omega, three Dirac Meteor, and three Dirac Astero, right? Sending Astero and whatever, being able to then cheat with Astero's effect in the graveyard. You can banish a copy of it in itself in order to cheat out a Dirac Meteor from your extra deck in your opponent's turn, and we can see with Dirac Meteor's effect when since it'll be classed as a synchro summon, destroy all cards on the field. So it's just a board nuke. Great, fantastic. Now, Fidraulis Harmonia is a card I would say is giving me a lot of branded fusion vibes. This was a card that came out a few years back and was really fair and balanced, but it was really strong for just fusion decks in general, and we saw it elevate fusion to a whole new level. It didn't really get hit, and I think in OCG, I think it got hit. I think it got put to 2-1 at some point, but it's only recently in TCG that we hit branded fusion. I think it was last year, and now I think branded fusion is semi-limited, and we could see it, I think, in the future go back up to 3. I see Fidraulis Harmonia following the same trend. I feel in OCG, I think it's going to get hit, but in the TCG, I don't see Fidraulis Harmonia getting hit. I see it as a very balanced card, a very strong card for synchro decks, and I think it'll elevate the mechanic of synchros. Definitely. We don't have a lot of targets to send that are good. The thing is, we've also banned Herald of the Arclight, which is one of the targets you could send. The targets that you see here are the only probable targets that you'd put in your extra deck to use with Fidraulis Harmonia. Some would say the Marlong or the Atignista, Wind Synchro. There's that too, but they don't really do much, I would say, and they don't really offer like some kind of cost that is worthwhile. I would say unless it's the Dirac synchros, you're not really doing much. And because we don't have Herald of the Arclight either to send, so you've not got synchro plays. So the potential for Fidraulis Harmonia in the TCG is severely limited. It really is. Omega is not enough, and with only one consistent target to send, it's not really that good. It was just a nuke effect. Well, let's head on to the conclusion.
Final chapter.
So overall, we are here at the conclusion, I would say that where I think you've seen there Fidraulis Harmonia there, the latest card. I don't see that getting hit in the TCG. I've talked about Radiant Typhoon Vision. I definitely see this card possibly in a future ban list this year getting limited, not banned. And I see that, and I would say the same thing about Fallen of the Virtuous. I see that getting limited, maybe semi-limited, limited first, semi-limited, whatever it is. Getting either semi-limited or limited, but not banned. Same thing with Radiant Typhoon Vision, maybe getting semi-limited and then limited and staying at 1 in the future. But a semi-limit for both Radiant Typhoon Vision and the Fallen of the Virtuous is definitely something I can see on the horizon. These cards, these quick play spells are just really, they're too good. They're too good. They have no downsides, right? They just do too much, and I think they're overtuned. Whereas with Fidraulis Harmonia, we've already banned one of the synchros that would be abused with it, which is Herald of the Arclight. Now, yes, you could say that you could send the Dirac Stereo, but again, that is not like a busted play. Being able to cheat out a dark hole is not a broken effect. Again, it's not a negation. It's just, disruption. It's annoying disruption, but it's disruption nonetheless. And that's fine. It's not toxic enough. It's not a toxic gameplay. So I don't see a problem with Fidraulis Harmonia. We do not definitely hold any synchro monsters that you can send to the graveyard that do any toxic things. While yes, it can be said that we do have some cards that do synchros that you can send that do some interrupts, but these interrupts are slow and they're not quick effects. That's one of the most important things. One of the only thing that is a quick effect, the only synchros that are quick effects, I believe, are the Jirak synchros, the Marlong, and the Atignista Atignista Pegasus, wind synchro. Apart from those that I've mentioned, the rest really are synchros. They don't really do much. The biggest offender of this would have been Herald of the Arclight, which is why I see in OCG, definitely, I see either Fidraulis Harmonia will get hit, or they would ban the Herald of Arclight as they've done here in the TCG and OCG. But if they don't ban it, then we could possibly see an OCG Fidraulis Harmonia getting put to 1. But in TCG, I definitely don't see Fidraulis Harmonia getting hit at all. Overall, I see it as these are the key engine cards for 2026. And that's pretty much it. Well, tune in next time as I'll talk about more things on this channel. Hope to see you soon.
We come to the end of this video. So, as I like to say, you are one step closer to becoming a Yu-Gi-Oh master. My fate, right, is in your hands.